Hey everyone, I'm Jenny91 and welcome to my League of Legends champion guide on Lux, the Laser Lady. This guide will be focusing on how to build Lux as an AP carry, while still emphasizing her support spells to truly make her an asset to your team. Choosing summoner spells on Lux is a bit of a mixed bag. You should always have flash no matter what, but the second spell is really based on your preference. Often I'll choose Clairvoyance if no one else on my team has it, to use for extra map vision and also to use in conjunction with my ult to snipe escaping low health enemies. You can also use Ignite, and some people will pick up Clarity on her too. Clarity will let you be more aggressive early game, but becomes relatively useless late game, so it's important to figure out what works best for you. My masteries are 9-0-21, and I'll run with Magic Pen Marks, Mana Regen Seals, Cooldown Reduction Glyphs, and Ability Power Quintessences. Lux can be built in a variety of ways, but I usually choose to build her with good sustainability first, then stack on the AP. It's not a bad idea to pick up Snare first, in case of any level 1 team fights, but picking up your E first isn't a bad plan either. I'll start with either a Doran's Ring or Boots of Speed and 3 health potions. I like having the early boost the ring provides, but getting your boots so early will help a lot with your maneuverability, and having health potions while you have such low base health will help you stay in lane longer. As you begin the game, you should only be playing solo top or mid. If you are solo top, chances are you'll be laning against a tanky DPS champion. You may get lucky and be able to harass the hell out of them, but chances are they will have some ability that gives them a lot of sustain, and you'll be wasting your mana trying to poke them. In this case, focus on farming and keeping them off your tower, and try to have your jungler come gank before you make any real moves against them. If you're mid, you'll play a bit differently. Dropping a Lucent Singularity to slow, then snaring and detonating the Singularity is a great harass rotation. Triggering your passive with an auto attack after each spell you use will also increase your damage output by quite a bit. Be careful though, your E will easily wipe out a minion wave and push out your lane, making you vulnerable to a gank. Try to use it only on the enemy champion if possible, but sometimes you may overextend unintentionally, and for this reason I definitely suggest you ward your bushes to protect yourself. Also, don't hesitate to use your E to check bushes for possible ganks. If you've harassed well, you may be able to pick up a kill shortly after you get your ult. Mid-game is where Lux can really shine. I recommend you pick up your level 2 boots sooner rather than later because, especially if you're mid, you can roam a little and pick up kills exceptionally well thanks to the long range of your ult. If you can secure some kills here, you will really notice a difference in your damage late game thanks to the extra income. However, make sure you're roaming with purpose. Don't waste too much time chasing or trying to snipe enemies. The more you're away from your lane, the more time your opponent will be happily farming by themselves. The last thing you want to do is to leave someone like Nasus to farm their brains out. Your success late game heavily depends on how well you farmed early and mid game. Believe me when I say you'll only take a few lasers to the face before the enemy team starts to build magic resist to counter you, so consider getting a void staff to lower their defenses. If you have managed to stay ahead of the defensive curve, you will be a menace in team fights. However, Lux's strength lies in more than just effective use of her offensive abilities. Make sure you are shielding your team as much as possible and use your snare selectively. It has incredible use as a way to track down fleeing enemies, and when paired with your flash, can even be used as an initiating tool. Further, do not immediately detonate your E in a team fight. Make sure you get full use of it slow first. Without a doubt, Lux's ult is the reason most people play her. If you're properly built, you will be a nightmare to the enemy team. Even without building many CDR items, late game you'll have your laser up about every 30 seconds. Use this to your best advantage. Try not to save it until the end of a team fight to snipe off kills. Use it more of a first shot to preemptively soften up the enemy team. People love to group up before team fights start or as they commence, and this is a perfect time to hit multiple targets with it. Use your ult as often as possible. You may be able to use it multiple times in a teamfight if you keep it on cooldown, and it will usually be up when you need it specifically. Remember, your ult will consume your illumination debuff, so it's in your best interest to hit your enemies with the spell before you ult for maximum damage. Lux is a really fun and flexible champion. Her damage output can be steady and monstrous, and her utility is immense. You can initiate, melt your enemies' faces, and save your teammates all in the same fight. For more information on my item build order, skill up order, masteries, and runes, please check the description below. I hope you found this guide helpful, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more guides like these. Thanks for watching, and good luck in the Rift.